Hey, I'm back, and we are going to talk a little bit about pop art. That's the term today. We're doing a collaboration with my librarian. She suggested a book for these crazy times. It's called Sick Simon. How convenient. It's by Dan Krall. And pop art was a movement that was famous or made famous in the 50s and 60s. And some of the famous artists that did pop art are Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol. He's probably the most famous. And Klaus Oldenburg, and there were some other ones, but in my mind, Warhol sticks out because he had the soup cans. There's a famous picture of his with several Campbell soup cans and Marilyn Monroe. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures and tell you what your assignment is because you're going to be making pop art to go with the book Sick Simon by Dan Krall. And let me give you a little bit of an overview. So the book is actually about a kid who gets sick and doesn't clean himself very well. So he doesn't wash his hands. He sneezes on stuff. Pretty gross, right? So you're going to find a cleaning product because that would go with this storyline. You're going to find a cleaning product like tissue boxes or sponges, Mr. Clean. Let me show you this really quick. So here's Mr. Clean, right? But it's very bold. They wanted to make just regular boring pictures into bright, eye-catching pieces of artwork. So as you can see here, they've pretty much done that. They love to use onomatopoeias, which are sound words: pop, pow, bang. We did that one year where we did a project using onomatopoeias, sound words, and then pop art. And you notice how they layered other things underneath it. So you be creative, find a cleaning product. Be really careful not to pick up one that might be dangerous for you, and make sure it's okay with your parents first before you just go pick up jars of, or cans of spray or something. But find one that's interesting and replicate it. So if you just want to make the words because you don't want to draw the picture that's on the box, do that. But look, most of these have some type of pattern in them. Bright colors. Everything is outlined in black. So you want to take a black marker. You can do block letters with some shadow effect on them, just like this one right there. And almost everything has thick black lines. So if you don't have a black marker to outline, okay, then you can use a crayon and just make thick lines. So you see how bright and colorful that is? So it was all about just making things bright and lively and just making sure that they weren't boring anymore. So there's a Coca-Cola one. Remember, you're using cleaning products. So like Mr. Clean, I kind of like his figure, so I picked him. But I would say that words are easier because you just make block words and make them bright somehow. Add little polka dots, add little stripes, bright, solid colors. So here's the Coca-Cola one. This one was clearly modeled after a Pepsi top bottle cap. So you be creative. Find a cleaning supply and draw it, of course, in pencil first. And it will kind of coincide with the little book, Sick Simon, because he really needed to use cleaning supplies, but he didn't. He needed to use soap. He needed to use tissues. So it's kind of a collaboration between art and the library and books. And that's always a good thing. But that is your project assignment, is to read the little book, Sick Simon, by Dan Krall, and then create a pop art composition or a piece of artwork using cleaning supplies, a box or anything like that, and just make it your own. And be sure to share it with somebody so that we can see the results. Thanks, and see you next time.